B. Walt, an all-black Reservoir Dogs.
Remind me,
Yes.
because I have Reservoir Dogs. Remind people of the premise, because it was a heist movie.
It's a heist movie with what, like 8 characters, 8 total. We're really about 6, if I'm correct.
I'm gonna go back and watch it in a couple days.
Either way, it's a group, and you know, it's a heist movie. One of them is an undercover cop. That character's played by Tim Roth. And immediately as the movie starts, this motherfucker's been like mortally shot. And he's with Mr. White. That's his code name, aka Harvey Keitel's character. And they're trying to and then the story, this is one of the first times where you saw a story sort of play out of its own sequence, where it jumped back and forth between the beginning, the middle, and the end, and things like that, which was back at that time revolutionary. No one else had done that or even thought about that. So it was cool that way. Tarantino would end up, I won't say perfecting, but improving the technique with Pulp Fiction, which would come out a couple years later, I believe 2 years later. Yeah, it's got Tim Roth, it's got Harvey Keitel, Chris Penn, Tarantino is in it himself, Michael Madsen. Who else am I missing? Who else is in it? Steve Buscemi. That's my fucking character. That's my guy, Mr. Pink. Trying to think who else. I believe that's it in terms of the squad. It's a great movie. I actually prefer it over Pulp Fiction. But I can see this movie working with an all-black cast. And so a lot of this is, do you know who Jason Reitman is off the top? You're the movie guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Back in 2012, he did a podcast reading with a predominantly black cast. So this cast included Lawrence Fishburne reading as Mr. White, Anthony Mackie reading as Mr. Pink, your boy Common as Mr. Brown and Officer Nash. Anthony Anderson is Nice Guy Eddie. That's Chris Penn's character. Terrence motherfucking Howard is Mr. Blonde. And Chai McBride is Joe Cabot, the old man that brings everybody together. He's the boss. And playing the one black character would be the one token white character in this version, and that's played by Patton Oswalt. So for the most part, I actually like who they pick. I'm not a big Anthony Mackie fan as Mr. Pink. Chris Tucker comes to mind.
Chris Anthony Mackie is Mr. Pink, because Anthony Mackie has played a couple of law guys. So he can pull that under.
Yeah.
He's corny to me. So I like Anthony Mackie, but he's still a cornball. So he could be Mr. Pink because Cops is corny. He could do that. A cornball trying to not be a cornball undercover. Yeah, he can do that.
Well, no. Mr. Pink is the motherfucker running down the street with the Desert Eagle and the money. That's Mr. Pink.
Okay, see, now I got to go back and watch that. Who was the cop?
That was Tim Roth's character.
Mr. Orange.
Right.
Mr. Orange was the cop. Right,
I can see that. I can see that to what you're saying as Mr. Orange. But Mr. Pink, I'm like, that's Chris Tucker to me. I can see him running down the street with a Desert Eagle and a bag of money and then trying to explain to somebody how the fuck he got out of there. Makes sense to me. But if he was playing Tim Roth, I'd be better about it. The fact that they got Common playing 2 trash characters. You just can't even make this shit up. You were still falling down the stairs, Common. We can still hear you. We can hear you right now. Hopefully you'll get up one day.
You know, man, some people just ain't made to do certain things, dog. That's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to play in the NBA once, but I wasn't made for it. You know what I mean?
That's your parallel to Common?
Common's not an actor, man. He just can't do it. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, clearly he's got the money and time to, you know, get the training and shit, have an acting coach, but he's just not good. And I ain't taking shots. I'm not taking shots at dude. I'm really not. But because I got a shit ton of movies with this nigga in it. And the most, you know, the shitty parts of all these movies is when he speaks. It really is.
Or when he falls down the stairs for 10 minutes.
In my opinion, I think the John Wick flick he was in was probably one of his better roles. Because he didn't talk that much. He just fought.
Fought and fall.
Fought, fell, and then drank at the bar at one point. But he's not, he's just not, like, I don't know what it is, man. I really don't. It's like the top half of his face.
It don't move.
It don't move.
It don't move. It never moves. Like, it's never moved.
You can't tell what emotion he's trying to convey. And then, so, like, because of that, he'll say, no, I'm serious. And because of that, like, it'll be a serious scene and you want to laugh at. Like, have you seen The Chi? Have you watched The Chi? He did very little acting in The Chi, thank God. But there's scenes where he plays like this reformed convict turned Muslim that helps out one of the main characters. I believe it's in season 1. And like, he's not good, man. He always seems like he's got a question. Like his eyes, he's just like this. You know what I'm saying? I remember back when him and Queen Latifah did that movie together.
Yeah.
Just right.
Yeah.
I had to go see it because, you know.
The misses.
Yeah, exactly. And like I love Common, man. Like I be rooting for the like you don't even understand. I've Can I Borrow a Dollar? I've been on Common since Can I Borrow a Dollar, which was a trash album. But we, you know, that shit was terrible. But Common got exponentially better every album. I be wanting this dude to be a better, but he's just not. He's not made to act, man.
You defend him like I gotta defend McNabb every time I talk football with somebody.
Well,
I get tired of that shit.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But he can't. He's not an actor. Like he's just not. So if they do this remake with black folk, man, don't put that nigga in it, man. Let him make the soundtrack or something. Let him do that.
Mr. Brown is at the table and then he gets shot in the car. He can play Mr. Brown. He can play Mr. Brown.
No, because he's gonna be in the back. He's supposed to be showing pain and fear. He's gonna be in the back going like this. Huh? No.
Well, so who would you have as Mr. Brown? Remember, Mr. Brown gets shot in the car with Quentin. Like he ain't in the movie that long.
It doesn't matter, man. Give it to some up and coming black actor that's trying to get out there. Maybe he becomes a scene stealer and gets more roles. But Common don't even need it. Like, nigga, like, just stop it, man.
Courtney B. Vance is Mr. Brown.
Courtney B. Vance don't need it. Give it to some young dude that needs to be seen around a lot of stars so he get a shot at doing something else. You know, because here's the thing. Like I said, man, I love Common, but let's be real. All the movies he got put in because he was Common, not because he could act. He got put in because motherfuckers like, well, people will come see because they'll be interested to see what he can do. But he's not good. He's just not. He's not good. Terminator Salvation, terrible. Just Right, terrible. The scenes he did in The Chi, terrible. John Wick, terrible.
ATL.
He was an ATL. You know where he was okay? He was okay in American Gangster.
I knew you was gonna say that.
He was okay in American Gangster.
I think the director figured out how to use him at his maximum.
country dumb nigga. He did that shit perfectly. You know what I'm saying? But, like all the other stuff. I mean, seriously, bro. Like, just let this dude do the. Let him do the soundtrack, man. Let him get on and do that. Like that's what's up.
That's funny.
Maybe if they come out with Belly 2, put him in Belly 2. He could do Belly 2 because the first Belly was terrible. I don't think anybody acted well in Belly, even the good actors.
DMX should have won an Oscar for that movie because it was that bad.
Yes.
That was it. And I'm not talking posthumous. Like, he was by far the best thing in that fucking movie. Hype Williams, boy, I tell you, Hype Williams. He's like the black Zack Snyder.
Bro, look, Common just don't put Common in shit else. Like, people need to think about this. Don't put him in nothing else.
Okay, so who's your all black Reservoir Dogs cast then?
Oh, come on, man. That's gonna take too long for me to think about that because I haven't seen the movie in so long. I have to go back and watch it and think about it.
Right. I mean, I like the concept. It would work right now.
Mr. Blonde, I could see as a Denzel Washington-esque type dude.
I'd love to see Chadwick in this, man. Oh, that'd be beautiful. Yeah. That'd be fucking beautiful.
Yeah, but look, Common don't bring Common in there. Don't bring Common in there. Oh, you know what? Another movie that he did okay in. Smoking Aces. When I saw him in Smoking Aces, I thought, okay, this nigga got a shot. I thought he was good at Smoking Aces. I
didn't.
He walked up on homeboy in the bathroom, like, and he spit that shit about loyalty and all that shit. I was like, damn, this nigga is a fucking G. Okay. Okay. You know, but after that, it was just.
What's the name? Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Tarantino said he's not going to do it because he's adamant that he's going to retire after the. Well, he said he was going to retire after Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I know I believe he's still working on the graphic novel. He's got some work to do with that. I'm not sure where he is with that. I think it's out, but I know that was the last phase of that project, so I'm not sure. You know, he could easily change his mind because it's not like, you know, there's like a seasonal thing when it comes to making movies, but we'll see. But it is interesting to think about an all black cast for Reservoir Dogs, but let's keep it pushing.